Baby
You're not
girl,
making it better. You're making it worse.
have my
And as a
conscience
person
stopped?
who takes their
Y'all been
children to
talking shit
therapy,
since I got
you're
on here.
not allowed
Have it
in that
stopped?
room for those reasons. They look at your children's demeanor, and if it seems like they're not answering because you're in the room, they will ask you to leave. And because of Dr. Flying privilege,
First of
whether
all,
they're a
when I
minor or
first walked
not,
into the
certain
doctor's,
things
and I didn't
will
record it
not
for
be
those
told
reasons.
to
The
you.
reason why I did
That's
not
all I
record
gotta
her
say.
mental health
Period.
evaluation
Bye.
is because it was private for me and my fucking daughter. So I'm glad I didn't record it because it had nothing to do with you. But what I wanted to say was, when I first walked into the door, she said, "Well, I'm gonna have a certain couple of minutes with you and Samaya all together, and then I'm gonna ask you to leave. This is the part of the mental health evaluation." So what are you talking about? Even CPS do this. When CPS come to the house, they talk to all of us together, and they start pulling each kid individually apart. So what the fuck is you talking about? Girl.
Hi, Charlie.
Hey.
My thing is, I noticed that when you're online with your kids, you say something about your tribe, your supporters, this and that. Like the lady said, if you don't want somebody to comment, why do you, for one, if you don't want us to comment, why bring this to the live? Not only that, I think your supporters and the tribe is dumb as fuck, because as a grown-ass women, whomever got your back and kicking and mute people should take you to the side and tell you dead fucking wrong. You're
First of all, like I said
if you
before,
ever get pregnant again, bitch, swallow the next motherfucker.
you don't worry about my pussy, okay? Because you're sitting up here with a motherfucking.
Bitch, I'm not too far from you. You
look like a
bitch I beat
girl.
up for a
Ain't nobody
living,
got
hoe.
time for that. I'm not even about to argue with you because I don't even know you, girl. You a fan and you know my whole situation.
I'm 35 minutes away from your dumb
You
ass.
already saying.
The way you treat the motherfucking kids is wrong as fuck, bitch.
You to fight you. Fight
and
you
that
for what, bitch? I would shoot you, stab you, bitch. I would not sit up here and look at you, but you
inside and out, bitch.
Are you
but it starts from home. Your mama must have gone your bitch ass.
Go fight your baby daddy, because I'm pretty sure the mentally retarded ass kids you got ain't got no daddy.
Oh, bitch, my kids are grown and well off,
talking about you got a illness. Now I'm gonna come on your ass, bitch. Talking about me.
Bitch, I stay in
talking about me.
I'll drop the Addy,
Where's
bitch.
your baby daddy
But you
at?
need to stop doing the
Where's
kids
your
like
baby
that,
daddy at?
Like I said, I'm 45, 45 minutes away from your dumb ass.
So fuck you.
You're dumb, bitch.
So fuck you.
You're fucking
You're mad
dumb.
for whatever reason.
And if you're fucking the tribe and the supporters,
and you're mad because I'm getting support.
Mad, bitch. Be a mama, not a mammy.
Side and have been
difference. Be a mother, not a mammy, bitch. It's a big motherfucking difference. Sanaya don't hate your motherfucking ass, bitch.
And she
don't.
You
know that, hoe.
And she don't.
You letting that baby build up resentment against your dumb ass.
Oh, Jesus.
Let her say that.
Jesus.
This is what I don't understand. Y'all want to sit up here and say what Samaya feel. Let Samaya say that. Let her say that.
Who is intense in here? What's up, sexy?
The fuck?
Okay, Angelica, I really just want you to look from a daughter standpoint, not from a mother standpoint. Look from a standpoint, and imagine if you and your mama was talking, and if she said any of the things that you said to her, how would that make you feel? It doesn't matter how many times you spoke the positive into her life. That one negative thing can knock her onto her heels and make her feel too.
Girl, that did not knock her into her heels, though.
You don't know that.
That did not knock her into her heels. Because my daughter knows me.
Relationship is based off of fear. You do everything that you do based off of your emotion. So that lets her know that your love is conditional based off of however you feel for that moment. And
well, let her say that. Let her say that.
She's not going to tell you that.
Exactly. So even if
she's going to tell you by the way she acts.
My daughter is 13 years old. If she could tell her motherfucking father, if she could tell her father that the reason why she calls him Patrick is because all of the messages around this often. Why the fuck she can't tell? She can't say the same thing about me.
That she don't want to be around you. Watch the energy between you and your child whenever she gets good and grown. And
what do you mean she don't want to be around me? Every chance she gets, she be around me.
Don't listen to her words. Watch her actions, and I do. Whenever she gets
and I do. All she do is come around.
She gonna do whatever the hell she wanna do and say whatever the hell.
Baby, my daughter's going to graduate with high school with honors. She's going to graduate.
We're not talking about achievements, Angelica. We're not talking about that.
She's going to go to college.
We're not talking about
be on live.
We're talking about mental health.
Graduating with honors. Okay.
You're talking about mental health.
Graduating with honors.
We're always trying to go off the topic. Like that's trying to justify anything. That doesn't justify.
Look, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm at work. I'm trying to get this footage while I can. And my
My stuff is not loading like it's supposed to, but long as I can hear what they saying, and long as they can continue to keep talking and keep continue to throw out this tea, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep continue to record. I'm at work, but my signal is like bad. But come on, y'all, let's continue to listen.
Like,
Okay.
it's not like, don't sit up here
Well,
and
that
act like,
is
oh,
a positive, though. I'm gonna be real. If I can focus on the negative, I'm gonna be real and say that is a positive. I am glad to hear that part. You know what I'm saying? But what I will disagree with you on, I feel like you could switch up. Like, you don't have to say ugly. I know you said you're gonna say it again. I just don't want you to, because that could mentally scar your kids. I know you don't think it
but
could.
my children know me. Do you understand?
Okay, I get you.
Like, my children know me. We done slept outside to try to do some survival type of shit. People don't understand that. Like,
Right.
I talk to my children 1,000 times. My children know I say certain things out of frustration, but in real life, they know I will take a bitch face off for them. They know that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all
Yeah, they definitely know you love them. Right.
Like,
Okay,
it's not
Charlie,
that
for one,
serious.
all right, she trying to get therapy for her child, her daughter, true or not. But when she was on Zoom with that lady, whoever she was on Zoom with, you gotta remember what she said. She said she's not gonna be driving to take her daughter. Oh, she gotta be through Zoom. So what real mother don't want to get help, baby? I don't give a fuck if it's an hour away.
Girl, you got gas money? Do you have gas money? Are you about to take a twins? Are you about to do that?
Cash out, so use that for gas. You're not a host, so why are you gifting you?
She
You're
can
not
get it from
people
Zoom.
telling
I'm
that you're a
trying to blow
host.
some shit up.
You're not a host, bitch.
I'm getting my
You're not
shit
a
from
host.
Zoom because of my situation, because I can't drive in.
Girl.
So she can get it from Zoom. At least she getting the counseling. Stop trying to blow some shit up.
Girl, you got exactly. She got money to smoke and drink.
I
You got money to go put gas in your car to get your daughter fucking evaluated correctly. Like, you got money to do everything else. You got money to get your hair done, your nails done, and everything, but you ain't got money to put gas in your car. Your priorities are
Girl, why are you worried about it? As long as she getting the counseling, why are you worried about how the fuck she gonna get it? Damn, y'all try to sit up here and try to make somebody to be this perfect, but why y'all trying to throw stones? But you got a glass house, so your shit break too. Like, the fuck? She's getting the counseling.
Yeah, I was gonna get up here and get my commentary or whatever, but I'm not even gonna say nothing about the situation because this bitch ain't gonna listen. She got an excuse for every bitch, and I know. That's why I'm not even gonna waste my time with your dog face, Jeepers Creepers looking ass.
Okay, whatever.
You projecting your insecurity on your daughter because you mad because you ugly.
Okay,
bitch.
you're done.
That's why.
Okay,
yeah, bitch,
let
I am
her
done.
say that. Let her say it.
Just like your motherfucking face, bitch.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, you had to need to come up there for what? Say that for what, girl? What? Whatever.
Oh, y'all look, everybody lit on this Good Friday. Shit, share the live, send a bean. Double tap.
Girl, they doing shit in my room. This is nothing new, Charli.
Yeah, you right, Charlie, because it's 5:13, and they sure turning this 13 into, y'all know what the 13 for is. 13 hours. 13 hours of crazy stuff. That's what Friday 13 stands. It's part of it. Y'all look it up. Look it up. Look it up. On some research ritual stuff, look it up. Friday 13, you wear black. Yeah, 13 hours. 13 hours.
Situation we in because we didn't listen, for one, and you and I know that, right? And we don't know everything, and it's us women like myself and other people and men on here that are your brothers and sisters that's seeing errors. And me, I take constructive criticism.
And I do too. I do.
Hear me out, sweetheart, because I'm not bashing you. I don't even normally come on here to speak other than if I'm led by the Holy Spirit. And I was led, and I'm working, daughter, right? And you doing so many things right, and yes, you do need a village, and that's what we're supposed to be, not to bash you, okay? And we see things, and maybe it's the deliveries from people that may be incorrect, but hear it from a perspective that these people are giving you what's called tough love, okay? And let's take the tough love and build our union, our community, okay? Yeah, they may see some things that you can't see because we watch it. And it's us people outside looking into the glass that you can't see everything.
And I apologize for the rest of the sisters and brothers that may be delivering to you in a negative way, that it feels like an attack. But I see it and sense that it's all coming from a love place, okay? And that's all I want.
Yeah, I understand that. And like I said, it's plenty of people that come on my life all the time and give me constructive criticism. And I really do take the time out to do it. Like, when they say you should get this for your baby because you're teething, or you should get this medication, I do that. So don't sit up here and act like I just don't be listening. That's not true.
Stupid bitch.
Okay, girl, you came up here to be a rat. What is the next thing? Next caller.
I was talking about the truck in front of me, girl.
Oh, girl, I'm up to say that. Okay, I'm sorry, sis.
There is nothing wrong with having therapy via Zoom session, because I do that shit, and I ain't slapped a bitch in 6 months, and I'm really proud of it. It is 2023. Most of the stuff is going to Zooms, over the phone, over the computer, so you hoes need to chill out. And a lot of you bitches on here is very much projecting your own, you know what I'm saying, trauma.
Yeah,
girl.
Like, and I'm really...
I done ran away, did everything, put my mama through hell, you hear me? And she's never called me a bitch. Now, we might kiki and be like, get your ugly ass on somewhere. Don't act like y'all ain't never...
Right, that's how it was.
She wasn't
like, I was not trying
from
to...
the heart.
Yes, like, I wasn't trying to call her ugly in a way that demean her character. I was first, like...
And they know that.
Whatever. Yeah, they do. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to blow it up. They're trying to blow it up.
They would have still been mad at whatever you saying. But like she said, it takes a village. And for that old bitch who said she had 8 kids on here, bitch, I guarantee you not all of your kids was peaches and creams and motherfucking kings and princesses. I guarantee you one of your kids at least went through something. So don't come up here and try to, you know, she's not perfect, but bitch, is y'all. I ain't got no kids, so team fuck them kids. I don't know how that shit go, okay?
She said team fuck them kids. Fuck the kids.
That's really all I wanted to say. Like, I just feel like that's the reason why I came up here, because I think that people are trying to drag it. Like, I really be sitting up here demeaning my daughter, and I don't.
Okay, so Angelic, so I watch you sometime, and I will say I don't like your content because you use your kids. However, and that opens the door for people to judge you, to be honest. So my thing is, you take what you can use and leave the rest. If it does not benefit you, it should not make you. You understand me? At the end of the fucking day. And you supposed to be, when people have children, you supposed to be what you didn't have growing up to your children. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to be that person for them. And sometimes you are not that person. You need to be real with yourself and admit that. And that's what you have.
And I do.
Better.
I do this all the time. I say I am not a perfect parent. Anybody who is a part of my village, anybody who is a part of the Unified Souls, they already know. I said, okay, you guys, y'all know I'm not used to having meals done by 5. We got the dinner done by 5. Like, y'all, what should we cook tonight? I'm working on this on live. So don't sit up here and act like I'm just throwing shit apart. When I sit up here and ask my supporters, like my village, like, okay, what should I do with this? Because I don't even think this is going to work for my family. Like, I literally, this is what I do all day on live. I'm trying to get better with my system.
All of that. I understand all of that. And criticism can be rough. It really can. But guess what? Those people will not walk in your motherfucking shoes, because some of them can't. Some of them laying around with a dirty ass nigga eating up their kids' food, and their kids ain't got shit to eat. You got to think about all shit other motherfuckers got going on that they ain't gonna tell you. But guess we see it because you put it on.
Don't say she ain't lying though, Angelic.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand, you gonna get the good with the bad, and the way you accept the good, you got to accept the bad.
But that's anybody though. That's anybody
even
that's
anything you put out. Yeah,
that's anybody. It's always be somebody. I have to be doing the best that I can, which I am, and the best that I can come with me being frustrated sometimes. The best that I can come with that. So y'all are saying that because that is my thing. Like, everything is live. Like, you're gonna see how I deal with being in a house with 7 children. They always gonna say something negative. Even when I was sitting up there praying with my kids, trying to teach them the laws and commandments. Well, I don't think that's in the right scripture.
That's what they gonna do. You gotta pay certain things. But girl, okay, so how do you feel? Because people keep saying that you keep bringing up something about you feel like you have a reality show. I mean, Bigo is like a reality show, but they feel like you have this type of delusion in your head that you this big time reality show.
I never said I'm big time.
You be having it rolling on camera, and you feel like like your kids doing stuff, like it's like a show to you. Like that's what people be saying.
Yes, it is. That's what my YouTube is called, Angelic and Seven Souls. Like this is my life, and if people don't like it, you don't have to watch it, and that's just what it is. Like it's not easy raising children, period. And I feel like the people who knows that, I thought that they would come on and live and share some things that they learned, because people got older kids. They don't have. I don't know so many women in Detroit who done had so many kids, or 4 or 5 kids, and they done made mistakes, and now they're better with their grandkids. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they're better with their grandkids. Like, so I come on here to get those advice, or the women who have not lived in my shoes that can give me off for some better parenting, because having 7 children is a lot, and they're at the age right now where they're in their hormones. They're expecting. I don't have a 20-year-old and a fucking 14-year-old. I'm learning as I go. And
I get that, Angelique. Let me say this, please. To the person that said something about me and my 8 children, I never said they were perfect. I simply spoke on a situation that happened that we just watched. Okay, Angelique, it's not going to be hard. And I can only imagine back then when I had my children, if we had social media, oh my gosh, I'd probably be just like you. However, you leave the door open to perception.
But I'm sure that you love your kids and you was doing the best you can.
Girl, yes, and I swear I done fucking beat them in the back of their head. I done threw a shoe. I didn't use the extension cord, baby. I used to go to my son's body and all of the things, and it wasn't on camera. That's what I'm saying. You bring true live content, and at like the other girl said, it's up to people's perception and opinion. So you leave that door open. Don't argue with the comments. Let them have their opinion. If anything, put more into explaining to the children off camera.
I do. That's what I'm saying. I don't even go live until, like, I do. And then when they get off, I tell them, I talk to my children. Like, people don't understand that I talk to them. We are really Israelites. We done spent whatever. People don't understand. They can have whatever that they want to. Like, my daughter done said on live, like, you literally talk to me all the time, Mama. Maybe you should start talking to the boys too. And what did I say? I said, well, I don't know how to talk to boys because I'm not a man. And y'all was like, y'all, you can still talk to your boys. So I'm learning as well. I don't have a fucking 20-year-old and a 5-year-old and a 16-year-old. I'm learning, and people try to sit up here and try to down me like I'm doing this normal-ass job.
The man that's in the house, is he like bringing any help? Is his name Patrick, right? The dude that's in the house?
I mean, his daddy was on crack too. Shit. So we all are still learning from a perspective of not having parents. He had his mom, but she was struggling. So we both are learning from a perspective of not really having the nurturing parents in our life, and we're trying to.
So y'all learning off of trial and error, basically.
Yeah, trial, basically, and so. Yeah.
Okay, Angelique, I was saying, come to bash you. You got 7 kids, baby. You doing your thing. They not in the system. They always fed. They clean. You know, I just want to give you your props on that. And I don't, it's so easy for people to come on here and say, oh, you doing this wrong, you doing that wrong. But none of us are perfect parents. I believe that all of us, well, maybe not all of us, have said something to our child where we have to go back and be like, damn, let me apologize.
Yeah, I have.
I'm raising sons, so maybe I could be a little biased, but I'm not raising no soft-ass sons. I mean, I make them say affirmations every single day, but the one day that I say, sit your ugly ass down, it's going to take away all that, and you just going to be, oh my God, I'm so ugly. Like, the world is not peaches and cream.
Yeah,
the world
they dragging us really.
Out. You know, like, you gotta have thick skin. My kids be around here roasting the shit out of each other all day.
That's all they do, yes, all day.
Because in reality, when they go out into the streets, it's going to be an ugly nigga that come out there and say, that's going to be like, you ugly. What they going to do, cry? Oh, he said I'm ugly. I can't believe this. No, that's why you teach them certain things. Like, it's not going to...
I never negated that I was wrong. But when I say I'm probably going to say it again, it's because they probably going to be doing some shit, and I'm probably going to be like, stop! Or, say something. It's not like I really mean
and
they're
I'm
ugly.
definitely not soft on their ass. I'm super hard on them. But like I said, I make them say affirmations every single day. They know they kings. They know they love. They know black is beautiful. But if I get mad and call you ugly and it fuck up your whole life, that one time, then nigga, I'm not doing my job right, period. Because when somebody say, it don't matter who it is. If I sit your ugly ass down and you sitting there, you depressed, of course I'm going to come and I'm what's wrong with
you.
I see both sides, but sis, I gotta cut her right there. But so she not invalid right there. But I just never grew up being called ugly. I'm sorry, y'all. I grew up my parents saying black ass or sit your black ass down or something. But ugly ass, I just never got called that. So I guess maybe that's why we just shocked. Like that was like the first thing that came out your mouth. Even though you said you was overwhelmed, but I think it's just a shocker, girl. You gotta understand, like, girl, some of us was never called ugly by our parents.
Well, some people, mama done called them bitches and hoes and
for real. But shit, even that would gag me because
and they know that their mama loved them. Still, like I don't know, I never got called a bitch with my parents, but ugly. Come on now, like to me, saying ugly is the same thing as going to go sit your ass down, like or go sit your black ass down. Like it's when the parents say that, they saying that because the kid is doing something so irritating that they just say something like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I could have used the word bitch how I was feeling. I could have used the word bitch, but you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't call my daughter that. So I'm like, so sit your, or come bring your ass up here right now. Like, it's nothing that serious. Y'all are dragging it. My daughter knows that she's not ugly. I tell her she's beautiful all the fucking time.
Right, so I was going to say there is no perfect parent, and so we can't judge her. If you have a daughter and if you have a teenage daughter, we can all say stuff we're not going to say, but when you in that moment, in the fire, you say stuff, you don't mean it. Your kids know you don't mean it, so we can't judge her. We got to stop acting like we perfect parents just because we don't do what she do, but it's because we take care of our kids different. Like, everybody gonna fuck up. You gonna say some shit to your kids you don't mean. That don't mean you wrong. That don't mean you a bad parent. That don't mean she think her kid ugly or her kid believe it. Like, y'all gotta stop with the bullshit.
I guarantee you when Samaya tell you from her mouth that, yeah, Mama, I know I'm not ugly, then it's going to be something else. It's always going to be, well, she just said that because she's scared, or, well, she just said that because you coached her, or it's always going to be something.
You remember I introduced you to Angelic, so that one day you was talking about 21 and everybody was like I was wrong, and now y'all see that she is the worst mother in
the YouTube channels they got videos and stuff. Okay.
So I just want to say this about her and her daughter. I have several videos of Angelic So trashing her daughter, dehumanizing her daughter, degrading her daughter for being dark-skinned, being a thicker little girl, saying that her body is better than her daughter's after having sex.
I never said that. That's a lie, girl.
Camera, Charli. You can pull it up.
Yeah, bring it up right now, girl.
It's Angelic So, or it's probably the title is probably The Worst Mother of Bigo. Fat shames her daughter.
So I'm fat shaming her, girl. Bye.
Can I finish, Charli?
Go ahead.
For me, it's not the fact that she told her call her ugly. It's the fact that she feels that her daughter is ugly. If you watch her enough, like a lot of these people in these comments do, you will see that she treats the daughter like a slave. As soon as the daughter gets home from school, she throw them 2 twins on her. The daughter gotta clean, cook, watch all them dirty ass kids, all type of shit. All you
right,
gotta do
but
is
you're the same person on Bingo talk about something. It's not about the kids. It's really about the mother. But you're sitting up here calling my kids these names.
You're a horrible mother. You are a horrible mother.
You're all of your comments, friend.
You are the worst
well, no, we're not talking about the kids. We're talking about the mother. But bitch, you said something about my kids. So fuck you, bitch.
You hate that little dark-skinned daughter.
Won't you fuck up, bitch?
You hate that little girl.
You fucking dog walk your ass, bitch. Let's see how
you hate you do not. You can't even
how you look, bitch.
Jeremiah. You can't even
Jeremiah.
Why? You came up with filters.
Okay,
you came up with filters. You see the real Instagram. Be a mother. Be a good mother. Speak life into your daughter. Speak life into your daughter. Stop being a fucked up ass parent. You are the worst mother on Bigo, and you hate that little dark-skinned black girl. You hate her, and then she go to school and the kids talk about her. You talked about her underwear. Charli, did you know that she talked about the daughter underwear? Yes, she talked about how nasty and dirty her daughter underwear be.
Are you for real?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I don't have to lie, Charli.
You're dragging it.
She talked about her underwear. She talked about how the little girl smelled when she on her period. She talked about how the little girl smelled when she on her period. She talked about all type of shit about this.
Fuck I did, girl.
Yes, on Bigo, Big Bigo. Yes,
what? I'm gonna tell my son about his walking instinct too when he get appropriate age.
She hate that little girl. She hate that little girl so bad. And you know, my daughter, Charli, my daughter just started her monthly, Charli. My daughter just started her monthly, and we did this thing called a just in case where we have her pads, her wipes, everything that you need as a little girl when you are going to school on your period. I've never spoken to my daughter that way, telling her she stank, her period panties is nasty. Yes, you did, bitch. Yes, the fuck you did, you nasty ass whore. Yes, you did. This bitch right here is a fucking breeder. This is what you call a breeder. All she do is breed. You're nasty, you're dirty, you're trifling, and you don't deserve to be a mother. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. My son in the kitchen right now making his lunch for school. Bitch, I ain't gotta be mad, bitch. I'm blessed.
You're making money off of me.
You can't make no money on me.
Girl, you use my videos. You using my face.
Charli,
you using my
face. You cannot monetize videos from Bigo on YouTube, Charli. So there's no money to be made.
To watch me.
You can ask Truth Teller. You cannot monetize repurposed content. Nobody is making money off you. You are making money off them kids. You are making money off them kids. You are using those kids for cash apps, and you still do not take care of them. You don't give a fuck about them. All you do is sit there and scream. Yes.
She's adding shit. She's adding shit.
Or how did you say it? Because everybody.
She said her panties dirty. When you got her daughter dirty, her daughters be always stinking after she get out the motherfucking shower.
All this shit. So using my
Charli.
You later, bitch.
Okay, go ahead and say your side to that, because I didn't know about. I'm gagged.
Okay.
Thank you, Brittany.
So what people don't understand that I have already, my daughter just did not start her flowering. Okay, she just did not. This is not a new conversation. Okay, so on my show, on my reality show, okay, Angelic and Seven Souls, you're going to see all types of situations that happen with my family that happens in your family. It should never be no it should never be no like this would really fucking happen. I gotta be a white bitch with 8 kids, 8 plus 8, and then say, oh well, you started your period, Katie. Okay, well, sometimes you're gonna be funky, and this is what you're supposed to do. Like, I'm supposed to talk like that? Because this shit really fucking happened in real life. The fuck? I'm just a black woman doing it. I don't understand. Like, when my son talk about when he started having semen in his balls, I'm gonna have the same conversation, bitch. Your penis is for this. You got technicals, or you got what they call them motherfuckers.
Right, ain't nothing wrong with having those conversations, but on the internet full of predators.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. You guys are making it weird.
You don't think that's too much though?
No, because I feel like people should have the same conversation with their kids. I wasn't taught about my body. That's what I'm saying. A lot of this shit is coming from the way that I parent my kids, and the reason why I do that because I never was taught. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like me even teaching them, it should encourage other people. My daughter got friends. Okay, she got girls that she talked to that I done took out to skating and shit. And she tell me some of the things that goes on in their family. So that's another reason why I'm encouraged to say, oh, if this gonna put me on a chopping block if I do a lie, whatever. But it's not weird. Only reason why I added the coochie crust is because I wanted to make it funny. But you already know that I done talked about myself. I done put out my motherfucking BB pills that I used to take. Like, it's not weird. Even when I talked about my boils yesterday, it's not fucking weird. I'm not embarrassed because this is real life shit.
Well, you have boils where?
My comments like, girl, I got boils.
Wait, boils?
Like, y'all are dragging it. What?
You said boils where? What you talking about?
Well, I said that I suffer from boils, from ingrown hairs. So I feel like certain conversations are triggered from people because they said that it shouldn't be on the internet. But we all go through
the ingrown hair ain't no boil. I thought that was two different things.
Yeah, it turns to a boil when it gets inflamed.
Oh, you know like when it hurt? Like
yeah, like when the ingrown hair, yeah. So I'm like, I talk about myself too. Like, y'all just dragging it. Like, really, y'all is.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey.
Okay, so what this sounds like to me is if anybody's heard of the medical term Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Munchausen syndrome by proxy is usually physical abuse, This is mental abuse. Listen, Angelic, I don't watch your channel